For some of you, using Excel to make calculations is a new thing. And this is a tool, though, that's very important for you to learn because once you're out in the workplace, you're not going to be using a regular calculator to do calculations most of the time. You're going to be using Excel if you're doing that. So let's talk about a few things. I'm going to put in a few numbers. Let's say we want to add 5 and 3. The way I want you to do things in this course, there are several ways you could do it. You could do equals 5 plus 3, but I don't want you to do that. And the reason I don't want you to do that is if you come back later and say, oh, I want you to add 10 and 2, you've got to start all over, right? And do it again. So here we are. We have 5 and we have 3, and we want to add them. Add. I'm just going to label this so that I know what I'm doing. And let's just go, let's call these, let's say X is 5 and Y is 3 to give things some labels, right? So all I'm going to do is I'm going to say, I want to add X and Y. So I'm going to say equals. Then I'm going to click in the cell with 5 plus, and I'm going to click in the cell with 3. And you can see here it says D5, which is where the 5 is, plus D6, which is where the 3 is. Now I'm going to hit return, and it gives us the answer. Why do I want you to do this? Because I want you to be lazy. What do I mean by that? Well, you've done this work now, and now somebody comes along and says, okay, that's well and good, but what's 10 plus 2? And so you just put in 10 and you put in 2, and the rest of the work is already done for you. And so it's going to be very important for you figuring out how to do this. All right, let's say we have a number A that's 3.25 and number B that's 12.6, and we want A times B. Well, A times B is that cell times that cell. Hit return. All right, and let's say we want A divided by B. Well, A divided by B is that cell divided by that cell. The great thing about Excel is, you end up editing not the numbers, which is what you end up doing with the calculator all the time, but you end up editing the equation, right? So here's your equation up here. The other thing great about Excel, and if you do something like that, you hit escape and it gets you out of that. The other thing great about Excel is here I am, I'm in this, and D11 times D12 over D12. Well, if I put my cursor up here and click in there, it highlights the cells involved. And in fact, I could grab this and drag it up there, and now it's D5 over D12. Or I can drag it back, and it's back to D11 over D12. So Excel makes all these kinds of calculations a lot easier, and it gets you to focus on the formula that you're working on rather than these numbers, because the numbers don't matter. The numbers don't matter at all. All right. Hopefully this helps. If you have questions, do not hesitate to ask or send me questions, and I will talk to you later.